a sham. Crash out king, your reign is done. The empire's crumbling down. Fast fires lit the match. The fire spreading through the town. No more pity parties, no more crocodile tears. The reckoning is here, filled by all these wasted years. Crash out king, your pockets bleed. Your image in the dirt. You built your castle on sand, and now it's getting hurt. So scream and rage and bend. It won't change what's been shown. Your lies are unraveling, your true colors have grown.
What is going on, guys? We are back for another DSP video, and this week DSP begs for food. He admits he does beg for money, and he has to, otherwise no one gives him money. And think about that, Phil. That is not a good business model. If you have to beg people and guilt people, otherwise they will not give you money, that is not a successful business. He's also gonna claim all the sock accounts are Iron Chef Sakai. We have threats of wage quits and actual wage quits and much, much more. But we start today looking at the thumbnail for DSP's Mario Kart World, where DSP says he's not a reviewer, but now the title of his video is Mario Kart World Worth the Money. And of course, he craps all over Nintendo, craps all over Mario Kart, because it's Dark Side Phil. Then we have Jade, an ultra supporter member for 48 months. And his message to Phil was, "Hey Phil, I go, bye." And then in the last video, we had a person that was supporting DSP, Gareth, who said, "This is my last support. I have to go. The trolls are after me. They're harassing me." Guess what, guys? It didn't take very long, but he's back and he's supporting DSP yet again. And then we have Mozzie, one of the most dented dolphins out there, who saw DSP's review of the Switch 2 and said, "I returned mine to Target, and the worker said so many people have as well. People probably realize it's pointless and not worth it at all." Then goes on to say he never opened it. That is right, he made his decision based off Dark Side Phil. That's how dented you have to be, Mozzie. And then DSP was asked by a viewer, "What 10 games are you looking forward to?" And DSP said he can't think of 10 games. Therefore, gaming is dying for everyone. That is right, he based everything off of himself because he thinks he's the average gamer. And if he's not having a good time, no one is. If he can't think of any good games coming up, nobody can. That means games are done, dude. It's over. It's dying, dude. What a jackass. And now DSP is going to declare that the hype for Switch 2 is over because he made no money on his marathon, because no one enjoyed him playing Nintendo games, because Mario Kart in his eyes was a failure and a flop. He's going to declare that the entire world sobered up and nobody cares about the Switch 2 anymore.
All right, and I mean it officially. It's actually completely done. And what do I mean by that? I mean, there was a hype for about 2 days for the Switch 2. Okay? Everyone ran out and got their Switch 2s, and their Switch 2s got delivered. They installed Mario Kart World. They played it for a day or two. And then, over this weekend, everyone sobered up. All that buzz that everyone had, that day one hype Switch 2 excitement, fizzled out. And then people realized, oh, this is Switch 2. Let me take a look at it. Kind of looks like the Switch. It kind of feels like the Switch. Huh. Well, I played Mario Kart. Let me see what else I can play on there. What? Where are all the games? I love it. How about the doesn't even matter me, right? One game. I don't know why. I bought a Switch 2 with no games to buy. That's it. There's nothing on here. There's literally nothing to do with your Switch 2. Once you've bought it and you've played Mario Kart, you're done. There's nothing else. It's a paperweight. Switch 2 is literally a $450 paperweight. There's nothing to do with this console at all right now. Now, give it a few months, you'll have some more exclusive games that will come out for it. But right now, you have two options. play Mario Kart World or play games you already played on other platforms for an exorbitant amount of money because they're all charging top dollar on Switch 2. Play Cyberpunk again. Play Bravely Default again. Play Street Fighter 6 again. But I already have those games on superior platforms as well where they run better. So why would I want to rebuy them on Switch 2 for $70 a pop? And the answer is, you don't.
And you can tell DSP is hurt by this, because he thought Switch 2 was gonna save the business, dude. And he hyped it up for weeks and weeks and weeks about how this is a huge celebration. And he bought all the accessories, and he bought Mario Kart World. And he thought that marathon was gonna be over $3,000. And he barely made more than a regular day. And because that happened, the Nintendo hate boner came out. And you condition your audience, Phil, to hate Nintendo, not support Nintendo. But then you play their games and hype it up as the greatest thing in the world. And you wonder why they don't support Nintendo games. I wonder why, Phil, you jackass. Then goes on to declare that no one cares about weebish anime games. And we have Bloomkit, another longtime dolphin. Am I the streamer? It's your job to play the game, not mine. Thin ice there, Bloomkit. Better have some money attached to that, dude. And then DSP revealed his brand new steering wheel and pedals. But he's not gonna unbox them today. He's gonna wait till tomorrow. He's gonna waste the entire pre-stream unboxing this and testing it out. But it's not the only thing he bought. Not only did he buy the wheel and the pedal, he also bought a shifter. This is the biggest waste of money because you didn't need this. And you're thinking, oh, now you can shift in the gears and stuff. No. First off, DSP said he has never driven a manual car before, so he doesn't even know how to shift. And second of all, he said he's gonna play all his racing games on automatic. Now you're wondering, why did he buy the shifter then? In DSP's own words, he bought the shifter so he can reverse the truck. That is right, he bought this $100 item just so he can reverse the truck. And you wonder, Phil, why people say you're bad with money. And now it's time for Liza P. But something's going on, dudes. He doesn't know what's going on, but there's low support. People are not holding his hand, telling him what to do. And he's becoming very toxic, very angry. And he's also sucking at the game too, dudes.
So, for the record, today, thank you to everyone on YouTube and in tips supporting. Zero support from Kick. Zero. No one on Kick supported at all in any way. Neither for the podcast or for this stream or this gameplay. So, pretty lame. All right, so where was that key? Right here, right? To go to the carnival? Carnival, here it is. Carnival. Will we get any support from Kick by the end of the stream so they're not an embarrassment? Where is my loyal company of hand holders? Where are they? The king needs his hand. The king summons his court of hand holders to remind his elderly brain how to use a boss weapon. I don't remember how to make one. Bloom, quiet you, or you'll become my court jester. I'll make a mockery of you if you don't figure this out, because I don't know what I'm doing. How do you do it? I don't remember at all. This is just the arm. Yeah, I don't know. It's not parrying. I don't know what to do. It won't respond. I'm doing it. I'm pressing the buttons. It won't do anything. I don't get it. He's different than all the other enemies. I've been able to parry. I can't parry this fucking guy. Well, I'm glad that you beat the DLC, little Spider Ninja. I'm just getting into it, as you can see. It's a slow going trying to get back into it. Sucks. Again, I really felt like I was into it on Friday night, and then I couldn't play it for 2 days. Now I come back and I suck. I can't parry to save my life. Literally, because I'm dying a zillion times. I need the parry to save my life.
And now a moment that is legendary. It is a moment everyone will remember. DSP's now gonna admit that he does beg for money, his words, and he has to. Otherwise, people would not give him money. So think about all those times he said, I'm a successful businessman, I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna be studied in the future for how successful I am. But now he's saying if I don't beg people, if I don't guilt trip people, nobody gives me money. And I want you to think about that, Phil. That is a failed business right there. And it's only a matter of time. Whether your dents pass away, move on in life, whatever it may be, eventually they're not gonna be there. And you're gonna drive everyone away because of your ego and refusing to get a job.
Okay, everybody. I'm back. It's time for about 90 more minutes of the Lies of P DLC here on the stream today. So, it's just funny, and here's what I want to say, all right? So today I went into it on stream thinking, you know, I got a lot of good stuff going on today's podcast, so I'm not going to mention anything about goals or income or nothing. We're just going to go right into it, and we did. And we had all this stuff to talk about, right? Think about it. We talked about the Switch 2. We talked about the new steering wheel that I got for Truck Sim. We talked about all these games, game trailers, everything. By the end of the show, the podcast, I made around 40 some bucks or whatever, and then I mentioned to everyone, hey, just so you know, we got this goal this week. We want to hit the goals. Please support the stream. And then I started playing Lies of P, and that was, hour and a half ago, and I've gotten 0 since then, 0. And the thing is, I haven't mentioned it until right now, like until I went on this break. I purposefully said, if I say nothing, I wonder what'll happen. So when people say dumb stuff like, you're e-begging and you ask for contributions, yes, I do. Because when I do, people say, oh yeah, that's right. I'm watching a stream. I'm getting good content. I want to support that. And then they do. If I don't bring it up, I don't get support. You get it? Like, that's my model. I think what it is, a lot of people forget. This is not a paid for model. I don't have a sponsorship. I don't have a partnership. I'm not making tons of money on, a paid product placement. I'm not getting paid to play Lies of P. I'm not some giant streamer with 10,000 views so that every video I put out, I'm making money. Nah. I make my living on these streams. 100%. So I have to, on the stream, say, hey, please support the stream. Because here we are. We got about an hour and 20 minutes left on the stream. And we've been at $44 since the podcast ended almost 2 hours ago because I didn't say anything. And I'm going to repeat that. Because I didn't say anything. If I had said, hey, please support the stream, let's hit the goal, let's get motivated, we would have. Right now, guys, let's get our first sub on Kick. We haven't had one. Take a look. We haven't had a sub on Kick. We haven't had a membership. What we had this morning was a few super chats and a few tips, and that's it. Let's get our first sub on Kick right now. Who on Kick is going to support this stream? You've been sitting here watching all morning. So now, sub. Send a sub. Get some support. All right? How about a membership on YouTube? All right? Anyone who's enjoying the gameplay, please support it. I can't continue to operate with a $40 stream of a major new release. I just can't. I paid $60 for this game because I had to rebuy the base game and the DLC. All right? So please support the stream that you're watching and enjoying. And let's hit some goals. I want to do this DSP Tries It this week. You guys voted. You want to see me do this T-Pain Munchies meal. I mean, it looks gross to me. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. Maybe I won't. I like the curly fries at Jack in the Box. I don't think I'm going to like the other stuff, to be frank. But I think it would be an interesting DSP Tries It. I got ideas for the next couple as well. Okay? Let's get some support going. I just spent over $300 on this wheel right here, and this joystick is this shifter. Oh, it's not even capturing. Yeah, it won't capture. For fun Truck Sim streams. All right? Please support this one. Please, let's get something. Let's get some support right now. I don't care if it's a super chat, a tip, a membership, or a sub. Let's get a piece of support right now from somewhere. I mean, right now, how many viewers do we actually have over on Kick? 81. Out of everyone sitting there on Kick, someone support the stream. Seriously. One person out of 81 to support the stream in some way. No, you see, here's the dumb fucking thing. Oh, he's big, he's big. Guys, did you not hear what I said? I guess you're fucking deaf. Literally, if I don't ask for support, I don't get it. Because people are reminded when I ask for it, I say, oh yeah, I'm watching a good stream. I want to support that good stream. Let me support it. And then they do. If I don't say something, I get nothing. Look, I said nothing the whole podcast. I said at the very end of the podcast, I played over an hour of this game, said nothing. Nothing. And now here we go, coming back from a break, no contributions. Do you see the pattern? Do you remember that day when I said absolutely nothing at all the entire stream and I got like $20? You remember that, right?
And the part where he says, oh, if I beg people and tell people to support, it reminds them they're watching a good stream. That says more about your business model and your self-fill than you even realize. But he wasn't done there. He is now begging people that are watching this on YouTube on demand for super thanks and to tip him. So not only do you have to support him on the stream, you now have to support him off the stream as well. And look at that. Look at that. Yet another one crawling back. Dragon Boy himself, Darziak, is back in the Snort Fort. And then support was really low for both streams. And he was saying, what did I do? I don't understand why support's not there. You guys love the games. Oh, it must be the games, it's not me, it's never me. DSP still doesn't realize after 18 years, it's him. He's the problem. He even said in the earlier stream, I have to beg people, otherwise they won't give me money. I will never get over that clip. That is a legendary clip. And we have another bag tweet because he did Liza P on the day stream and now Expedition 33, and he says, please come by and engage/support as this is the final push to finish the game. And spoilers, this will not be the last stream. And then DSP in the chat, I hope people show up tonight. Then a quote from DSP, even if you don't like the game, please just hang out and talk tonight. Despite last week him saying, why are you here if you don't like the game? Get out, get the fuck out, come back when I'm playing something else. I don't understand why you're here. If you complain about the game, I'm gonna ban you dudes. And this is how he starts off begging for support on the night stream.
On the planet Earth. Everyone now, I want you to do something for me. I want you to raise your hands up and start gathering your spirit energies. Gather your spirit energies, all right? Now I want you to take those spirit energy hands and I want you to put them into your pockets and pull out your wallet and donate a sub on Kick. For God's sakes. Get in the...
I've never seen anyone with noodle arms like him, but have such a huge torso. I mean, look at that. Look how skinny those arms are. Look how fat that midsection is. He's Mr. Potato Head. And now DSP likes to cosplay as a healthy person. And he's now going to tell people how to eat healthy. And he's going to talk about how he only does DSP tries it once a week, even though in the past he said, let's hit multiple goals so we can do multiple DSP tries it in the same week. Not only that, he eats fast food / DoorDash on his day off. 3 meals in that day, by the way. Then he also DoorDashes midnight burgers from Wendy's and McDonald's. He eats snack pizzas. He's up to like 3 a.m. drinking gin. But dudes, he's healthy, dude.
Is this supposed to be like escargot, but escargon? Did a $2 super chat says, you're doughy and soft, stop pretending to be fit. I wasn't aware that I said that I was fit. I've lost a lot of weight, but I'm not like fit. No, I'm not. But the thing is, you don't have to be like a health nut to look at the T-Pain Munchies meal and be like, that's disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like you look at it like, oh my God. Anyone should look at that and be like, oh, look at my face. Oh. Should be your reaction to that kind of food. Instead, Americans look at that, they're like, oh, and they start drooling at the mouth. Oh, so hunger-inducing. Why is that hunger-inducing? 2 pieces of cheese sauce, and ranch on top of salt and fat. How is that delicious? Like, not good. I don't know why Americans think that crap is good. It ain't. All right? It's just not. And we got to stop thinking that way. It's like this Parmesan stuffed Domino's crust. Like, it might taste all right, but it's probably going to be disgusting and greasy and horrible for you. This is the kind of shit that we eat, and then we go to the hospital, you know? And that's true, too. Big Papa Phil says American portions are insane. It's not even like, oh, I'm going to eat just the sandwich. I'm going to eat the sandwich and a taco and a whole thing of curly fries and a stuffed cookie. Oh. Yikes. Barbecue brisket? From where? So you guys gotta understand something, all right? I have to be careful about what I eat. And sometimes on DSP Tries It, I do eat pretty unhealthy stuff, right? And sometimes I eat a lot of red meat or shellfish and things that I'm not supposed to eat a lot of. I really shouldn't order a giant barbecue platter with 10 kinds of red meat. That's asking for trouble. Like, I don't want to get a flare-up of my blood condition and then be in pain for 2 weeks because I did a DSP Tries It at a barbecue joint. You know what I mean? And not to say that I wouldn't enjoy doing that. I love barbecue, but...
And then we have this comment in chat. I had to unsub. Too much begging. Makes me feel like I'm on the street around a panhandler. And now DSP is gonna beg for food. He wants that DSP Tries It. And this clip reminds me so much of pre-Kino, where he's gonna say, I didn't get enough groceries, so I have no food for Tuesday. So please guys, give me money for DSP Tries It so I can do it on Tuesday. Otherwise, I'll have no food to eat.
With everything I just mentioned, does it sound like we're going to hit 3 goals between tonight, tomorrow's Blueprint stream, the trucking stream, and then Mind's Eye? I don't think we're going to hit 3 goals. So now it looks like everything's screwed up again. Because to be honest, we didn't buy food for Tuesday. So we were expecting that we were going to hit 3 goals by then, and now here we are. It's like, wow, I never expected I wasn't going to hit a goal earlier today for Lies of P. 100%. I thought we were going to hit that goal for Lies of P. I never would have suspected the answer would be no if you asked me that. So I don't know. It's crazy. Like, we hit 45, almost $50 of support on the podcast. I started playing Lies of P. We played for 2 hours. Not a single contribution came in, and I'm like, I thought you guys liked this game. I don't know. Let's get some support right now.
And now DSP is going to explain what he means by snack pizza. And you tell me, after that clip of him talking about healthy eating and all that crap, does this sound like a healthy person and what they do before bed?
When I say snack pizza, since people are so dumb and don't ever want an elaboration, what I mean is there's a difference between, hey, I bought a whole pizza and I'm going to eat this pizza for dinner because it's a giant pizza and I'm going to eat like 3 pieces of it and we're going to share it and finish it, versus it's late night, you just want a snack before you go to sleep and you make one of these pizzas and you have like a piece and you save the rest. That's the difference, a snack versus a meal. It's not rocket science to figure it out, but you need a brain in your head. You see, a lot of people don't have fucking brains. Oh, shit.
And you'll never believe this, guys. Support is low yet again for Expedition 33. And DSP is getting worried. He's freaking out. Guys, where's the support? We need momentum, dudes. Let's go, Kick, YouTube. Let's get on this, dudes.
Guys, can we get some support for the end of the stream, please? We've frozen now for an hour with no support. We were doing good, and then an hour of cutscenes, and now no support. Please, let's not have it sputter now. We were doing good. We were actually picking up steam. Come on.
Did it so easy.
And support was still not coming in. And he's looking at Kick. He's looking at YouTube. He's seeing the attendance. And he says, why are you not supporting? Why haven't you supported? It's pretty ridiculous and messed up that you're not supporting. And now the bag of all bags, as DSP realizes things are going back how they used to be. His support is getting lower and lower, and he doesn't want to go back. And he's begging with people, please, please just give me money. We can't go back, dudes. I need that money. I really, really do.
Not a single contribution comes in. 0. So now we have about an hour left. And I said to everyone, well, guys, this is the end of the stream. I'm going to keep going, but I don't really know what's going on. I played Lies of P on the late stream on Friday night. You guys loved it. You loved seeing me return to an ultra-difficult game and dying a lot, but then learning and overcoming. I have no clue what's going on right now, like what's happening. We had absolutely no support from Kick whatsoever. There were some super chats. There were some tips. 0 support from the Kick viewers.
Not a good support stream overall, but a good stream for Claire Obscure. We made like 60-something bucks. That's like double what we did last time. Because Claire Obscure has been doing awful. You know what I mean? Like, every time I played this game, it's been making like 20 bucks. So to get 60, I'm like, whoa!
That's like 3 times as much, even though my goal is 150. I mean, because obviously this is much better, okay? But here's the weird comparison here. Lies of P, the brand new, Soulsborne style. Very difficult. People loving the fact that it's kicking my ass, but I'm persevering and winning. This is the kind of game everyone wants. Everyone wants to see me play right away. 75 bucks. Claire Obscure, the 50+ hour lengthy RPG that everyone's been complaining about for a month. Doesn't want to play anymore. Makes almost as much.
okay? Here's the transparency. If we're going back to the way it was before things got better, before I could afford everything you see around, before all the positive changes where I could just buy things for the streams and stuff on a whim, if we're going back there, it's not the end of the world.
I hope that makes sense. Hopefully, we bounce back tomorrow. If not, well, if it's the beginning of the end of the momentum that I had and the crazy increase to support and everything, well, if we go back to how it was, then we have to change back to how things were.
Okay?
And we are now in overtime at $62. And he's waiting for that whale Mary. But it never came. And now DSP, again, doesn't understand. Why are you guys not supporting? It must be the game. It can't be me. It's definitely the game.
Guys, well, I want to say thanks for a good night stream. Sadly, we didn't even get halfway to the goal again. I mean, this is bad now. Now we're not even hitting, between the two streams, we're not even hitting a goal. You know, I don't know what's going to happen at this point. What happened? You tell me. This year, we've had crazy momentum, crazy support. Everything's been great. That's why I've been able to buy stuff like wheels and crazy upgrades, and we got controllers and all this stuff. And all of a sudden now this week, you tell me what happened. I have no clue. Nothing's changed. It's not even like attendance is down or anything. So I don't know, right? I don't know what else to say. You know, it is frustrating. You know, I'm working as hard. I'm not changing things. It's not like, oh, guess what, guys? I'm gonna cheap out and do half work and stuff like that. So I don't know. So here's,
And look at that. What a shame. Liza P, $75. Expedition 33, $72. That is beautiful. That is pre-Kino numbers. And then look at that. Almost 16 minutes of the daily wrap. And of course, all about money. And then DSP was freaking out because if you remember last week's video, when he banned It's a Me Ken because he tried to give him money and wanted to play with him, now he's saying that It's a Me Ken, Zangief Backshots, and a bunch of other sock accounts was all Iron Chef Sakai. He was trying to troll him, dude, by giving him money and trying to control his content. This man is losing his mind. Everyone is Iron Chef Sakai now.
so hopefully, fingers crossed, we can come back tomorrow, all right, and go from there. Hopefully we will hit some goals, because right now we're still at 7 of 10. I was intending to do DSP Tries It on Tuesday. Right now, we're not hitting any goals at all, so we're not going to. Okay? Sucks, but I don't know what to do about it. I can't change anything. Everyone's saying you banned your biggest donators. No, I banned the same person who had 10 sock accounts, who every once in a while would come by and do some gifted subs. That's not every donator. It's just fucking, you know who it was? Because I didn't know. It was Iron Chef Sakai again. I had no clue that those accounts were Iron Chef Sakai. And then people clued me in. They were like, yes, that was Iron Chef Sakai. He's trying to mess with you. He's trying to basically get you to, like the other day, he was trying to bait me into playing Mario Kart with people and stuff. It wasn't, he was lying, basically. He was full of crap. No, I didn't keep it around when I knew it was him. I banned him as soon as I found out. That's what I mean. I didn't know anything about that at all. But it's all these stupid, you know, idiots coming by and keep trying to derail and shit. That's the same situation as Tutankhamun, basically. A guy who comes by and supports, but then all of a sudden now he wants to do things. Oh, come and do we have to play this on this stream? No, we don't. No, we don't have to do what you want specifically because you're one supporter or whatever. But it's not, he was not the only supporter. That's what I mean. Like, we've had some good streams and good weeks going on. Then all of a sudden, I don't know what's going on. So, you know, it sucks. It absolutely sucks. Me too, Mozzie. I can't keep up with the sock accounts either. That's the thing. I don't know who any of them are. You know, so I guarantee you that some of them come in and try to start stuff with their donations and everything, but who knows who they are. I think that other guy, Zangief, was him too. I think that he had like 5 or 6 different accounts. And now, you know, then you find out and he tries to do toxic stuff, you ban him, and then now he doesn't contribute anymore. But he was not the one person supporting. That's nonsense, complete nonsense. There were tons of people who support me. Just because you believe that, because you believe the detractor idiots, you're wrong. I'm telling you, it's just, I don't know if it's just bad luck this last week, because it could have been. It could have been every time I played Clear Obscure, every time I played Blueprints, we weren't hitting goals, right? Now all of a sudden it's also Liza P today. That I don't get. That I totally don't get. I thought we would hit it because we did it on Friday night, you know, so I don't know. But I hope it's not something that continues, or else, I mean, here's the truth. It's not the end of the world. If we're not hitting goals frequently anymore, it's not the end of the world. It just means all of this special stuff that we were doing, me doing events where I'm spending a lot of money, me being able to flexibility to buy every game that we want at any moment, to buy peripherals, to do special things. It's just going to go back to how it was, which I don't want it to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to have all these improvements and these flexibilities and things. The streams have been significantly better since I have the financial flexibility to do whatever I want. If you haven't noticed, being able to drop a game, but then get a new game on the fly, spend anything on any game, get any edition of any game. I mean, tons of games we played in the last several months that normally I wouldn't have, right? So, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I hope that it comes back and it continues and it was just, you know, something different is going on, or it was just bad luck, because there is bad luck too. There's just, okay, it's a week where it was slow, but now we're starting a brand new week. There's new stuff. The first thing out of the gates, I'm playing a new game and we only get halfway to a goal, and tonight we couldn't even get halfway to a goal, you know? All right, well guys, I gotta get out of here. Have a good night. I'll see you.
And then DSP puts this on Twitter. On Monday's podcast, we'll unbox and set up the Logitech G920 wheel and accessories, set the prep for trucking. Then it's the do or die stream for Blueprints. That is right. He is threatened to wage quit it if you do not support it. And I will point this out. If you call one of your streams do or die based on support, that is a failed business. Goes on to say, so be sure to engage and support if you want it to continue. Then it's American Truck Sim on the late shift. And now we get to Monday. And the first thing we see is that despite DSP's income going down, he's still wailing out on WWE Champions. This time, unfortunately, TJ Gamebox can't calculate it at the time, but knows he spent something on them. And ever since Switch 2 flopped for DSP, he has turned the hate boner way up for Nintendo. And he puts out this video of his review of Switch 2 and calls it a ripoff. And not only does he call it a ripoff, he is crapping all over the games, the accessories, the console itself, but still says he's gonna play Mario Kart. He's still gonna play Donkey Kong and all the future games. What a great way to hype up all those upcoming games and current playthroughs, DSP. And DSP always said, oh, did you know there's a screen protector already on the Switch 2? Nobody said anything. They didn't tell people. Everyone was like, what? They had a screen protector this whole time? I didn't know that. And said they lied to the customers and they tried to scam people by selling an extra one. Well, look at that. And straight up in the Nintendo Switch 2 aisle, them telling you it's already covered with a film layer. Do not peel it off. But of course, you know, in order to see this, you have to leave your house. And then DSP puts this on Twitter, how it's do or die time for Blueprints. You better support it, else it's gone forever, banned. And even says, this is where we determine if the game continues or not, so let's go. And look at that, in the pre-stream chat on Kick, DSP already begging like a bitch for support. And now that he has his wheel and pedal, now says he might play Blueprints with his wheel and pedal, and then ask people, would you support the stream if he played with a wheel and pedal? And of course, the answer was no. And then also said Blueprints is his favorite puzzle game of all time. He loved it so much that he used guides of how to solve the puzzles during the playthrough, not even hiding it. And then said about Mario Kart that Nintendo pulled a bait and switch, and Nintendo lied about how innovative it would be. And DSP is still worried. He doesn't want to go back to low support again like pre-Kino. And he's begging people, please just give me money, support the streams. I don't care if you like the games, just give me money.
I've basically only been hitting my goals 50% of the time, if that. Yesterday, we didn't hit a single goal between both streams. So things are very slow right now. That sucks. You know, I need to get that momentum back. We want to be doing rewards. Like I said, I was hoping to do DSP Tries It tomorrow for this T-Pain Munchies meal at Jack in the Box, but now it looks like it's probably not going to happen unless we get people who start supporting the streams. All right. Now, today I'm doing something that was very expensive, this wheel, which I committed to you guys that I would do for support And then as soon as I basically hit the support to get the wheel, the support dried up. What happened?
And DSP decided to unbox and test out his wheel, and it was a disaster. And let's see how well that went for DSP on his pre-stream. And remember, he said, I don't want to waste your time on the stream for American Truck Simulator by having a stream that's all set up and technical stuff. So what does he do? The entire pre-stream was set up and technical stuff.
So here we are. Now I'm going to shift. Ready? It wiggles a little bit. You might or might not see the mic because it really depends on what we do. All right, but I mean, there's nothing I could do about that. This table is not ultra stable. Everything wiggles when I do. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Looks like there's an earthquake. There's an earthquake. There's nothing I can do about that. It's got to sit on the table, you know? Like, there's no way around that. The camera, I can't attach to anywhere else. It doesn't. The camera doesn't work attaching to this table. I wish it did, but it doesn't. What the fuck? It's trying to kill me. It's sentient. What the hell? Did you see that? I didn't do anything. It was... Can you not do that? Holy shit. The cool thing about this is eventually you have to realize we're going to have automatic remote-powered vehicles. You know that, right? Like, for example, anyone who you order something from right now, like Amazon, they have a driver. There won't be human drivers. They'll be remotely controlling the robot drones from home. Like that. So what I'm doing now is I'm preparing myself for my next job. When I get older, I'm just going to sit here and virtually drive around delivering stuff. I'll be virtually picking people up, virtually delivering your Switch 2 to your house for launch. It'll be the Switch 4 by then. But there you go. Perfect. All right. Okay, but this works. Good. The brakes work. Okay, the brake works nice. Okay. We're finally good. The only thing is I can't look left anymore. Like, you used to be able to use the thumbstick to look left. I don't have a thumbstick. So I legit can't see to my left or right to make a turn. In real life, you look like this, but I can't do that now because I don't have a thumbstick. So how do I look to the left? Do I have to, like, how would I see to the left if I can make a right? Look, I'm blocking the whole street.
And then look at this picture. Absolutely disgusting. Looks like he's in his 60s here. Then a quote from DSP. Can anyone tell me what I'm supposed to be doing? I don't want to waste 4 fucking hours figuring this thing out. This should just work. And then DSP had to be handheld throughout the settings to set it up. Because he said everything was backwards. And people kept saying to him, you can change the keybinds. And he said, no, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. And they had to tip him to tell him where the keybinds are and how to set it up. Remember, this guy is a lifelong PC gamer, dude. And then the end of the pre-stream happened where it's just him fucking around with the wheel. And he said that was something. And if people don't like it, oh well, it was something to do for the show. That is a low bar for quality for your content, DSP. And he's still not getting money. And he is angry. And he needs people to start supporting. He can't go back. He can't do that life again, dude. You have to finance his entire life for the next 30 years. $300 a day. Do it, dudes.
If today this tanks and does poorly, then we're not going to play Blueprints anymore. All right? And it sucks because I like Blueprints and I want to keep it in the rotation. I'd like to see it continue and over time unlock all the mysteries or whatever. But we'll see what happens. Now, it's funny because people are saying only one guy donates for this game. Well, if that's the case, then the one guy who donates for the game, I hope you're here to donate and support the stream. If not, then that's it for Blueprints. I don't know what else to say.
I like how DSP is getting so desperate that he's willing to admit one person carries playthroughs. Because before he said, hundreds and thousands of people support me on a daily basis. Now he's saying, well, if there's just one person supporting this playthrough, they better show up and give me money, dude. You can tell his career is nearing its end. Because he's getting more and more desperate and the money is shrinking more and more over time. And despite him doing the Switch 2 accessory unboxings last week, they are still all over the floor and he refuses to clean it up until he has the festival where he cleans out his closet. That's how lazy this man is. And if you remember, last video or the week before, YouTube celebrated Maximilian and his 18 years on YouTube. And now DSP is gonna get upset because YouTube's not doing the same thing for him. And the truth of the matter, Phil, is that you're an embarrassment to YouTube to streaming, to online, to video games, to everyone. And nobody wants to even acknowledge that you exist. You are a joke of the internet. Your whole brand is begging like a bitch. But of course, DSP lives in another reality inside his head.
No, I don't get any discount on YouTube Premium. I get no benefits, nothing. No one likes me. Trust me. I'm shocked that I get on the Kick front page as often as I do. I guess that moderator, Dimitri, for Kick actually likes me, and that's why he does it. But no one else likes me. Like YouTube, I am now a 17-year YouTuber, but I guess they go by channel, right? So DSP Gaming, no exaggeration, recently celebrated its 15-year anniversary on YouTube. You notice YouTube celebrates all these people hitting milestones, but never me. They just ignore me. Like, we pretend like DSP doesn't exist, right? Right. Oh, okay, you know, no one knows DSP, except everyone knows DSP. You know, everyone knows me and my content, but, oh, act like he doesn't exist. Sweep him under the rug. Right? I don't get nothing. I get no respect. Absolutely no respect. Just like Rodney Dangerfield.
And Gamerface Gaming helped out DSP as he made up a mock YouTube celebration. Of course, it's Phil wearing his football helmet. 15 years on YouTube, DSP Gaming. We apologize for hosting him. Stop watching already. And you would think DSP, with his income shrinking, with people pulling back their wallets, and him freaking out that he's going back to pre-Kino numbers, that he'd be nicer to people, that he wouldn't be as toxic. But of course, it's DSP. And then someone asked DSP about begging for money, which he already admitted that he begs for money and he has to, otherwise no one gives him money. He replied with, "He is the king, you are my bitch. If you don't like it, then leave." That's a great way to keep your audience there, Phil. The previous day, he was begging people, even if you don't like the game, just sit in the chat and talk. But now he's telling people, you are a bitch, if you don't like it, get the fuck out. And then remember, DSP never takes the bait from trolls. He never responds to them, he never acknowledges them. Well, here's DSP taking the bait from trolls about how Jasper is not really his son. And DSP's response, well, I don't pay his college tuition. What a sociopath.
This is so dumb. I want you to listen to what some idiots say about me on the internet. This guy in the Kick chat, Amatori Mammon, wow, what a great name, right? Says, oh, I agree. The way that he treats Jasper like his son is really weird, but a lot of weirdos do this. I want you to think about this. Do you think that I actually treat Jasper like my son? Am I paying for his college education? You know what I mean? Like, what are you talking about? He's a beloved family member. I treat him like a family member. You know, is he kind of like a son? Well, he's my pet. Obviously, I don't instill moral values in him like a human, but I treat him like a beloved family member, right? He's not a human son, no, and I've never said that either. But, like, what are you saying? That I shouldn't care about my pet? So I should just treat him like dirt because he's not a human? Like, what are you saying? You're an idiot. Seriously, what an asshole. I am excited for Resident Evil 9 considering...
And DSP announced his next marathon on July 4th, Independence Day. And how is DSP gonna celebrate the independence of the United States? That is right, he is gonna clean out his closet and charge people $50 to put on hats and vests, where he says he's gonna retire them for good. But at the same time, once in a while he'll bring them out to charge $50 more. So you're not really retiring them. This is all for show to get $50 a pop. Plus he's gonna be drinking too. And he said his wife is gonna make barbecue style food, but he doesn't have a barbecue. What a jackass. And despite DSP telling people jump off a cliff, unalive yourself, all the racist and sexist stuff, all his political stuff, and all the other stuff he does, DSP says he never breaks TOS. He has no reason to ever get demonetized. And it'd be hilarious to see the freak out, just like when Twitch kicked him out of the partner program If YouTube ever kicked him out of the YouTube Partner Program, oh my god, that stream will be salty legends. And the clippers, detractors, video content people would all live for a lifetime on just that one stream.
It's funny. I wonder what Phil would do if YouTube demonetized him. Why would YouTube demonetize me? I literally do nothing risque, nothing of any fervor, or you know what I mean? And for any female viewers that are watching this right now, I want you immediately to do one thing for me. Take your goddamn top off. All right. So the people who make fun of me are the most idiotic, mouth-drooling, boring people on the planet. I don't do anything even worth making fun of. I just chill and play games and hang out with an audience, you know, normally. Spirit energies. Gather your spirit energies. All right? Now I want you. I don't do anything that would ever get demonetized. I don't talk politics. I don't talk religion. I don't talk racial stuff. I don't swear at the top of my lungs at people. I don't get into fights with people and insult people personally. I don't care to. I don't care about a fucking ethot on Kick who's fucking doing squats for money. Okay, I don't. I don't give a shit. I don't care if she talks shit about me, because apparently I'm being told she did. That people made fun of me. Say, oh, did you know that there's an e-beggar named Darkside? Oh, so embarrassed. He's in his 40s and he e-begs. You're fucking squatting on camera for money, you dumb shit. You fucking slut. Like, none of the things that would ever get you demonetized have I ever done. No, I didn't tell chat to kill themselves, but I will tell you to get fucked. That literally never happened, but go ahead and keep making shit up. Go ahead. Go fucking jump off a cliff. Because that's about the value that you have if that's the kind of person you want to be. See how long you're in my chat when you literally make stuff the fuck up. You idiot.
Then DSP talked about how his wife was playing Mario Kart, and she sounded exactly like Phil, but he said his wife only played Mario Kart on 50cc because she was on handheld and didn't have good controls. Then we have Ian S, who's been a whale as of late. I think it's over for Blueprints, honestly. And again, DSP's whales, their dolphins, they're leaving. His income shrinking. And what does DSP do yet again? He decides to crap all over one of the remaining dolphins left over.
That's hilarious. All right. So, this is funny. Bloomkit is making jokes saying, oh, I was going to try to save Blueprints with contributions today, but it's not working. Google's not working, right? Dr. Jedi just said, why don't you put a pin in it? We get the $147 and we need 3 more, then maybe we'll give you the benefit of the doubt. You could have saved it, but otherwise, you're so full of it. He's saying basically that Broomkit's poor would have only done a $3 contribution anyway. Wow. Alrighty then. Okay,
And then we have this $2 super chat from 8 Booger Pick in Chinese 8. What a name. Belly Talk for $11? Love this game. What a sick bastard. So you're probably wondering how Blueprints is doing on the Do or Die stream. Well, let's take a look, see how it's going for DSP.
Oxiday says, imagine only being able to give a streamer $3. Well, Xanthine, you can't because you haven't contributed at all. You can't even contribute, you know, $1 apparently. So you wouldn't even know what that feels like.
And then people kept redeeming channel points on Kick and saying, here's your moral support, Phil. And DSP kept saying, I don't need moral support. If anyone needs it, it's PPP. And then DSP said how he's morally superior and he needs money, dude. Then if you remember, that picture under Ian is the same picture under Omega Sauce. So on YouTube, he's donating super chats and memberships as Ian, and on Kick, he is donating subs as Omega Sauce. And we have Jade Fan for life. At Omega Sauce, you're gonna hit the goal for tonight's stream, and you're gonna like it. Omega Sauce, no, I have better things to do. And remember all the times he said, I don't pay attention to trolls and detractors and memes and videos and this and that, but then spent like 2 or 3 weeks talking about Subway and Doom and Elden Ring and Mario Kart and all the viral clips that he never watches but always knows about them. Well, guess what? He's back to saying he doesn't pay attention to any of that, dude.
I got a $2 tip from Dom. I've seen a lot of BS hating online lately, so I hope this helps. Thank you, Dom. I don't know anything about it. I pay no attention. I'm well aware that these morons do all their memes and nonsense on social media and shit. I've never even seen it. I pay no attention to any of it. I got my life to live. I don't got time to waste on idiots. So,
And would you look at that? We had Anonymous and Omega Sauce saving the stream, which means support for Blueprints is back, dudes. In the do or die stream, at the very end, the whale Mary
hit the goal for Mario Kart World and the Summer Game Fest React. We just hit the goal for Blue freaking Prince. Thank you, Omega Sauce. So, Omega Sauce, you have to decide.
Then we have Piece of Peace showing this off from Kiwi Farms, where they're talking about Omega Sauce. If you notice the blue right there, Omega Sauce, timestamps are completely wrong. Notice that picture there? And look at Ian. Look at that picture there. It's the same thing. Huge progress today. And they point out on Kiwi Farms, Ian S has a Twitter with the old handle being Omega Sauce. That was then changed to Ian_reasonable that is now private. It's almost like you're controlled by 1 or 2 people there, Phil. And are you ready for the biggest slap in the face moment? So the whole point of the wheel and pedal is for DSP to show that he's driving with the wheel. Guess what is not visible on the screen? That is right. DSP says it's impossible to show the wheel during Truck Simulator. So all you see is his hands moving around, but you don't even see the wheel. Congratulations, Dents. You played yourself. However, the gimmicks are not done for Truck Sim. As $25 tonight, you can repaint the truck in American Truck Simulator. And now DSP is so excited. If you give him $300 more, he will buy more driving games to use with the wheel and pedal. And also keep in mind, he's gonna be drinking during these streams. And some of the examples that he chose were Formula 1 and Taxi Simulator. There's no way that could go ever wrong for DSP.
I've invested an incredible amount of money, over $350 for this setup, for the wheel, the shifter, and the pedals. Over $350. So if you could support the stream tonight, please do. Let's hit the goal. All right, let's hit that goal. How about this? Here's what we'll do. It was if you guys basically support these drive sim streams now with the wheel and all the equipment. All right, how about this? Last time, what did we do? We said if we hit 4 streams where we hit the goal, I would buy all this stuff. Well, how about we set a certain amount, and if we hit the goals for a certain amount of streams, we'll buy other driving games to try those too. Okay, right now I just want to do Truck Sim, but there's an incredible amount of driving games out there, right? Just tons that we could try, and I would commit to buying some more of them if people support these streams, you know?
I love how DSP said, I invested a lot of money into the wheel and pedal. No, Phil, you begged and guilt tripped people. They gave you money and used that money for the wheel and pedal. You did not invest anything, you slime ball. And now DSP not only begging people to support his stream. If you bought a game because he was playing it, he now wants you to support him because he introduced you to the game.
Buck Will says, I bought American Truck Sim when it came out, and I never played it till today. I'm enjoying what I played today. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that. Now, how about you support tonight's stream because I'm the one who got you to play Truck Sim? How about that? That's right. There you go. Drop some subs.
And DSP, being the biggest bitch ever, is now saying he is pounding White Claws like the wasted white girl that he is.
You know. Okay, folks, I pounded the White Claw.
And would you look at that? Out of nowhere, Endio with $150. And remember, when DSP was saying, I didn't buy any food for Tuesday. Hopefully we can hit some goals and do DSP tries it. Because I have no food, dude. Well, look at that. The stars aligned, almost like it was prearranged. And he hit 2 goals. So tomorrow is DSP tries it. What a coincidence. It's the day he begged for food and said, please guys, give me money so I can eat on Tuesday. What a scumbag. And DSP still guilting people. He doesn't want to go back yet again to pre-Kino numbers. And he's saying, if we go back, all these upgrades, all the money to buy any game you want, it's all gone. It's done. Of course, this is just pressure. Because remember, unless he begs people, unless he brings it up, nobody gives him money. And the pressure is so intense. Because remember, these goals are supposed to be no pressure. he got rid of these streaks for goals, but he's putting more pressure on you. That doesn't make any sense. And you can tell the walls are closing in. The money's drying up. And he knows eventually it's gonna happen. Back to pre-Keno numbers. And he's fighting and clawing his way. But eventually, it's gonna happen, and you're gonna have to embrace it, Phil. Your income is going down yet again.
That's why when I have a week where half the streams were not hitting goals or whatever, I'm like, man, are we gonna go back to how it used to be? I really hope not, because look how fun this is. This is such a unique, different experience than stuff that I used to do, and I'm really having a great time with it, you know? I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. As you can see, I am reinvesting in this business. I want the streams to be awesome. I want to do fun new stuff with all of you. Why do you think I dropped all this money to get a Switch 2? Why I dropped all this money on this setup? It's because I want things to continuously improve. You get it?
And look at this, daily wrap. See, when there's no money, it's like 16, 17 minutes. When there is money, it's 8 minutes. Funny how that works out. And he says, huge success because he got money and blueprints. And how it's a comeback. And Logitech wheel, big win because he got money on American Truck Sim. But remember guys, he's a success. He knows what he's doing. Even though he has to beg people for money, otherwise they don't give him money. I will always bring up that point from now on. And one of the points DSP always brought up is that he has responsible drinking. He's not promoting drinking and driving. He's not promoting guns and drinking. But look at this, Truck Sim. Now with Racing Wheel, real drinking and driving. What a great role model right there, Phil. And now we talk about Tuesday. And the very first thing we see when Phil opens up his stream, it looks like he's been crying his eyes out like a bitch all night. And he even acknowledged it, saying, it looks like I've been crying, but it's just hot here. I had to put eye drops in, that's why it looks like I've been crying all day. To me, this looks like divorce coin might be going up. And to show you how lazy DSP is, instead of putting his driving equipment away, he goes in his hallway where his ottoman is when he takes breaks, when he walks too much. And he just throws the driving equipment on the ottoman. Didn't put him in the closet because apparently there's no room in the closet. That's why he has to do his closet clean out. In 2 years, the closet has refilled with all the crap he has bought. Remember, he's smart with his money, dudes. And then people noticed something. The videos that DSP uploaded were edited. Now, what did he edit out? It's the thing that people have been asking for years for him to edit out. And that's the dead air. Because ever since he started the DSP Gaming channel, his banner on his channel, his motto has been, no bullshit, unedited gameplay. And he prided himself on showing everything. And he said that's harder work than people that edit things. But now, possibly because Darciak is back, all of a sudden, the dead air is gone.
Did it say J. Crew? Maybe it's J. Crew. I don't even know. It's a nice shirt. It's definitely a nice shirt. Thank you. Okay. Oh, I have no idea. If I had to serve in a military branch, which one would I pick? I don't know. You know, everyone has something that's extra, like, specialized, but also pretty difficult. You know, I can swim, but I'm not a good swimmer. So should I be in the Navy? Right? I'll say this. I probably wouldn't be in the Air Force because I have an abnormal fear of heights. Just irrational fear of heights. It doesn't make sense. I just have a fear of heights. So I probably couldn't do that. Coast Guard. All right. You could be in the Air Force and not be in the air. I mean, that's true, but what's...
And now that DSP has a wheel and pedal and wants to play other racing games, one that was suggested to him was Euro Truck Sim. But DSP says it's confusing because they drive on the other side of the road and there's different driving rules. So he doesn't know if he wants to do it. So he doesn't know if he can play it. And then he starts playing Mind's Eye, a game that everyone has been crapping on. So DSP thinks, oh, this is a game that everyone laughs at, that craps on it. Now I can be in on the joke. They won't make fun of me. I won't be the joke, dude. I can go viral making fun of this. And people will laugh with me and not against me. However, DSP does what he always does, is he DSPs this DSP content. Very first thing, DSP starts shitting all over the game saying the controls are fucked up. It's glitched. The devs are fucking morons who don't know how to make a game. And you know what the problem was the whole time? It was that new controller he bought. You know, the one that wasn't working with Expedition 33? Well, guess what? It wasn't working for this game. He blamed the game and then realized, oh, it's my controller. He plugged a different controller in and all of a sudden it started to work again, dude. And then DSP assumed Mind's Eye would be like GTA since people who worked on GTA worked on this game. Of course, DSP with that narrow mind thinks, oh, GTA people, this is gonna be GTA. What a jackass. But now it's time to see DSP in action in Mind's Eye. And this is really pathetic because he intentionally played bad in this game and he's gonna admit that. Just so it can go viral. So people can stop laughing at him and laugh with him. And it's the most cringe, annoying stuff you're ever gonna see.
Parasolo says, did you try default controls? Parasolo, I haven't changed the controls. Wow, it looks very fancy, does it not? I'm gonna change my controller mode from the wireless adapter to Bluetooth. This thing is crazy. Look at all the RGBs in it. It's nuts.
These robots aren't
Nope.
responding to instructions.
It still doesn't work. It's an actual faulty trigger sensor inside the controller. So now I'm playing with mouse and keyboard, all right? So now it's working. So it's the controller. The game doesn't work with the controller. It works on keyboard and mouse, but doesn't work with the controller. And let's see if the Xbox Elite 2 works. Yes. Cheap Chinese garbage. So basically this game isn't compatible with third-party controllers. Brand new controller. I like how it looks. I liked how it was controlling, but the trigger doesn't consistently work. It drops if you hold it. Yeah! Yeah!
Must be on the top floor. Get that drone ASAP.
Downstairs it is.
Don't worry, Seven, you should make up and have some nice smoochy time right now. You'll feel much better. Have him give you a nice body rub.
Jake, what the
Got a
hell
hot tub in
happened
here?
to you, man? I've been seeing things.
By the way, I'm gay with Seb, so don't get any ideas, lady. What the hell did the car just... Well, we had good attendance today on this on both streams, you know, on Kick and on YouTube. On YouTube, we have over 300 people right now. If everyone threw in a buck, guess what? We'd hit 2 goals. So come on, let's hit that goal right now at the end of the stream. Let's do it.
Where are you? I can't stay here long. Hurry up!
Taking a dump. Look, here's the bathrooms. Well, elevator. Why does it say bathroom? Wait, what? Why would they... Wait a minute. There's a sign there. Isn't that supposed to be bathroom? Why is there a bathroom sign with an elevator there instead of the bathroom? What? Oh, shit. Oh, look at this. You can knock everything over. Watch this. Oh! 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 Can I knock this over? Oh, I can climb it. Oh, look at this. Woohoo! Woo! Woo! Woohoo! Nice. Can I shoot it? Hold on. It's either empty or it's a bulletproof water cooler. Very impressive. Hold on.
I'm here. Meet soon or I'm out.
Bulletproof glass. All the glass is apparently bulletproof in the game. That's interesting. Nothing breaks. Nothing breaks at all in the game. You take a shit in the elevator? Oh, it's the elevator, but it has a tube comes out of the wall. It sucks the turds out of your ass while you're going up or down. It's the technology of the future. They call it the up and dump. It's an interesting cast of characters. The eccentric inventor, the weirdo hacker girl, the girl boss, and the ambiguously gay roommate. Sandstorm. I used to be able to do that on a whim. Now I can't anymore. I'm too old.
You used to shower in sand in the military. Remember that?
Lighting is pretty realistic, actually. I know from playing Flight Sim, this is what real life lighting looks like from the sky.
Metal on your head. I know that's why.
Oh. You got fired. You got missed the turd. Oh shit. That could be a problem. So I guess the car isn't indestructible. Wait a minute. How could it blow up? It could light on fire because it's an electric car. But how? I have to do the whole drive again?
LOLCOW here.
And then someone in chat said this reminds me of DSP in 2009, and then said to make a racist joke. And Phil says, we have to find something to make a racist joke about. But remember dudes, he's changed. He's not that dude anymore. Then he was making jokes about giving another character a wedgie. That is his humor. Giving another character a wedgie. And look at that, another black woman on screen, and another fingernail bitten by Darkside Phil. And then DSP was complaining because there was no reviews on Mind's Eye, so he didn't know if the game was good or not ahead of time. And as Rob Bennett points out, DSP always complains that YouTubers and other content creator and journalists always get review copies, and no one should actually get review copies. But now he's complaining because no one got review copies and he doesn't know how the game is. Make that make sense. And look at this. Look at this pathetic state of Darkside Phil. Look at those noodle arms. Absolutely pathetic. Apparently DSP was valedictorian of his high school. However, it's comments like this that make you question whether he actually was, or did his dad pay for him to be valedictorian?
Outsiders
So-
live off grid.
But what I was gonna say was, it's an electric car. There's no gasoline to blow up. It could light on fire, because electric cars have lit on fire. That's one of the things people are worried about, that the battery might light on fire. But it wouldn't explode. It would just light on fire. There's nothing to blow up. Yeah, exactly, CyberL, because maybe it's a gas-powered car. They didn't tell you, they're scamming you. There's no way it would blow up. So that didn't make any sense at all. Excuse me.
And yet again, DSP fact-checked in real time. As you can see here, there are multiple ways that an electric car can blow up. Of course, this is just DSP speaking out of his ass once again. Then we have this comment in chat. Me and your wife are going out on July 4th for dinner while you stream to your sweaty wheelchairs on YouTube, buddy. I'm gonna cream pie her. And then Mind's Eye was not doing very well, according to DSP, as he got $114 at this point and said, let's get some support, god damn it. And DSP finally got his DSP Tries It, another disgusting, unhealthy meal. But remember dudes, he eats healthy again. He doesn't treat his body like crap, except when he's doing DSP Tries It, on his day off with his wife when he orders out, when he has his snack pizza right before bed, or his midnight burgers from Wendy's and McDonald's. But DSP knows what he's talking about, dude. And of course, with every DSP Tries It or anything else he does, there's always a problem. He always has to be negative and toxic, and this DSP Tries It is no different.
No air freshener. It was supposed to look like T-Pain's face. So I'm upset, and I'm upset for two reasons. Number one, I would have saved $5 if we had done DSP Tries It last week, but people dragged their feet and we didn't hit the goals, so we ended up doing this later. That's number one. But number two, if we had done this earlier, we might have had the T-Pain air freshener, but instead we waited, we took too long, and we missed out. So now I'm out $5 and a T-Pain air freshener, and that is absolutely, positively Not acceptable.
It's absolutely disgusting when he says, people dragged their feet, aka, people waited too long to give me their money. Like, DSP, this is why people hate you, is that arrogant douchebaggery of yours. And you'll never get it, cause you're a douchebag. And once again, he's playing Mario Kart on the late stream. And let's see how DSP did in Mario Kart. Surely, since he's had all this experience, he's gotten better at the game, right?
Oh my god. There's nothing I can do there. Are you kidding? Now I can't turn. I'm done. I'm done. I need to be top 4. I can't get any items. They completely screwed me. They 100% screwed me. They put a banana and then wouldn't allow me to turn my card enough to get the item. Whoa, Spike! Oh my god, what was I supposed to do? Right up the middle. What? I used my mushroom, and then he activated he activated his star. I couldn't do anything. Wow, why? Yo, what just happened? All of a sudden, they all got speed, and I had none, even though I was in an open straightaway, which is actually supposed to be Wario's forte. Oh, great! Oh my god, how random was that? What am I supposed to do? I'm not even touching. I'm literally not touching anything. Are you kidding me? There was nothing I could do. The game did that. The game literally propelled me. Dude, it didn't count. I ran through the ring. I didn't get a speed boost. You see? That's happened again. Why is that happening where I'm not getting the boost as I drive through?
Another game, another grift. Tonight in Mario Kart, if you give him $10, you get to choose the character for that race. $20, you get to choose the character and the cart. What a scam artist. And then DSP kept going in the wrong direction, not knowing what he's doing. And then earlier, DSP was complaining he can't eat barbecue because of his gout and banned people over it. So guess what, guys? Now, he wants to eat barbecue for DSP Tries It at gold number 30. What a jackass. And the whole night, DSP doesn't know how to use the items in Mario Kart, and he just spams them. As soon as he gets them, he uses them immediately and doesn't understand why the items don't work for him, dude. And despite DSP saying all the accessories, Nintendo Switch 2, all the games, everything is absolute crap, you're getting ripped off, he now wants to buy more accessories for Nintendo Switch 2, including a Pro Switch controller too. And look at this thumbnail. And of course, in the words gross out alert, he has to make it poop brown. Of course, because of DSP's scat fetish. And then DSP declared he is way more Italian than Polish. But then also said one time his dad told him he has a bit of Native American in him. And then DSP said he doesn't care about that stuff. So you're telling me you care about being way more Italian than Polish, but you don't care about being Native American. I wonder why that is, Phil. Then we have Dolphin Gamer Stevie having a crash out in chat and puts LOL crying emoji. Have a good one, some of you. Fuck this place. If people hate truth more than anything, go somewhere else. Y'all some communists. That's bullshit, people saying things in sneaky ways, saying I'm bad luck over here, me choosing the character of most of the people in here, some dumb as rocks. Of course, what happened was, Gamer Stevie gave $20 to DSP and said, choose Luigi. He lost at Luigi, and then people jokingly said, oh, Gamer Stevie, you gave him bad luck, which caused this crash out. Then we have the daily wrap, 5 minutes, imagine that. He gets the money, and it's only 5 minutes. Mind's Eye is hilarious. T-Pain meal was gross. Mario Kart World Fun. Then puts out that tomorrow he's going to play more of the hilarious Mind's Eye playthrough. There's no way this playthrough goes sideways and very fast, right? And now we get to Wednesday. And apparently DSP put this out, or should I say Darziak, where it's 7 minutes of what DSP considers funny. And what he's trying to do here is to go viral. He thinks if other people can take my clips and go viral, and make fun of me, I can take this game that everyone hates, make funny parts, and it'll go viral and people will laugh with me, not at me. But the thing is, Phil, you have the worst humor on the planet. You are cringe, and not in a good way. You have jokes that don't even make sense. It's like you're throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. And as Phil Callens points out, people can't even tolerate you for 7 full minutes. And then we see Meowblock post up a clip of DSP playing Mind's Eye, and someone quote tweets him and says, when DSP dies, which may never happen, we must study his brain for science. And if you want to know what your legacy is, Phil, it's exactly this statement right here. As another person replies, isn't he the guy that masturbated on stream? You will forever be known as the guy. And then over on Kick we have Mario Kart is exhausting work. Here are prayers, ICS. Clear the gameplay paywall for us. Prayer hands. And then DSP goes on to say again, DSP tries it is a cheat day for him. He doesn't eat bad food any other time, and all he eats is lean meats and filtered water. You know, except for his day off with his wife, all day ordering DoorDash, his snack pizzas yet again, midnight burgers, blah blah blah, you heard the rest. And then DSP said his doctor told him stop eating fast food because it's not healthy. And what did DSP get from that? Oh, I can only eat it once a week. It's fine, I'm not gonna give it up. And you wonder why you look the way you look, Phil. Then someone asked DSP how to stay happy and energetic the older he gets. And DSP says, I'm happily married and we don't care how we look. And we're gonna get old and we have to accept it. He's only 43 years old. He's not even that old. I mean, he looks like he's in his 60s or 70s, but a 43-year-old person is not that old. And then someone suggested he play a 10-year-old game, and DSP said, a 10-year-old game can't be that good today. And then Steve of the Dead points out, American Truck Simulator came out in 2016. Capcom vs SNK 2 came out August 2001. And now we have another delusional rant from DSP about his looks and how he's aging gracefully, which is the biggest punchline of all time. You look like a melted ghoul that's on its deathbed, Phil.
I mean, take a look at me. My hair is starting to turn gray a lot more. Your face gets wrinkly. You know, it's stuff that you have to expect as you get older. But you can, the way I see it, I can either age gracefully and accept it, or I can deny it and do everything I can to try to stop it, including getting hair implants, dyeing my hair and facial hair, and doing facial treatments to try to make the wrinkles and eye lines go away. But do I really care? Like, number one, I'm happily married. My wife and I are happy with each other and how we look and everything. We're not, you know, self-conscious of each other. You know what I mean? Like, we're happy. So it's not like, oh, I have to have like a midlife crisis where I think I have to look good or whatever. I don't really care. And I'm a gamer who literally is online every day playing games and hanging out with you guys. I'm not some kind of a freaking model. I'm not a daily vlogger, you know, who thinks, oh, I'm going to get an audience because I look attractive and shit. I don't have to worry about that. You know, people who position themselves like that, I feel like they're setting themselves up to fail because everyone is going to get old, okay? I think some people don't realize that. They literally think they're going to look the same forever. They're not. You're going to get old. You're going to get wrinkles. You're going to, you know, feel different. You're going to look different. So just accept it. It's a fact of life. It's the human condition. Instead of trying to deny what's going to inevitably happen, right?
And Phil again talking about eating food in moderation, especially fast food. An example he gave, eating 2 pizzas, was moderation. And you wonder how your wife got so fat, Phil. Then he also claimed he is now under 200 pounds. And he does this every single year. He'll go on rants about being healthy and eating healthy and doing walks and jogging and all that. And every single year he will say the phrase, now that I'm under 200 pounds. How is it that every single year you are now under 200 pounds? That doesn't add up, Phil. And now we're gonna see how day 2 went for Mind's Eye. And spoilers, it did not go very well. He did not have support, which means when support is low, the game is automatically bad now, dude.
Can you hear the horn? I'm on the way, stupid. I'm almost there. Don't fail the mission. You have got to be fucking kidding me. Whatever you're doing, you can wait. What do you think I'm doing? I'm driving back, dickhead. No, I went to Starbucks. I went to Starbucks where all the employees are protesting that they have to wear a uniform instead of whatever they want. How about this, Starbucks employees? Maybe if you didn't show up to Starbucks dressed like a bunch of fucking idiots, they wouldn't have a dress code. You ever think about that? You know? Maybe if you actually dressed reasonably, they wouldn't change your dress code on you because you're not professional and responsible enough to do it for yourself. So maybe you should just complain to yourself, protest yourself, dumbasses. Anyway, excuse me.
Well, Kata said that my memory centers are...
I helped you break into Morrison's office, Jake. You said you didn't trust any of them. Now it's your calling?
I know. I'm sorry I got you involved. Huh?
Oh, man. No smoochies for you tonight.
I gotta head back to the factory. Go over launch operation plans again.
No spooning tonight for you, buddy. Not when you're wearing that vest. It's an awkward relationship. On again, off again. Really drive by everything. It makes it faster because it would take longer if you had to navigate the traffic. Can you imagine if you actually had to go through the traffic here? Oh, shit. Oh, sorry about that. All right. Sir.
This is happening. And there's nothing you or your brain-damaged sidekick can do about it.
Great. I'm stuck. Look.
Damaged, all right?
Look.
Enhanced.
What the fuck?
Whatever.
Are you kidding me?
You're not gonna catch me. You know what? You're boring me, Marco. You're fired.
Don't you dare hang up on me, you little...
Now that it's just the grown-ups left, I do need to tell you, Jacob, you're not gonna catch me.
This is really fun. Very exciting. Very, very fun. I'm having so much fun playing this game right now.
The bots are thorough.
The bots are very thorough. The bot has stopped walking. Another bot is coming. The bot has turned around. Now another bot has come by and sees me. Now I must run away. And now this bot sees me. And now I go here. What the hell? The bots are all over. What do I do? Oh my god, this is stupid. How boring, man. Boring, boring.
Not sure I like national security relying on a bunch of bots.
Oh my god. So exciting.
And on day 2 of Mind's Eye, the money was not rolling in. And people kept asking him to switch a game. And he said, if you give me 3 goals, which is $450, I will switch a game. And then goes on to say, 3 goals is not that much to ask for. And this is why you're a scumbag, Phil. And then we have this quote from DSP. So you're telling me we're not going to get any more support on the stream after going 4 straight streams of hitting the goal. Wow. And then this was yesterday, where he said, Mind's Eye hilariously continues. And this is today after low support. Folks, do not buy Mind's Eye. Today's stream was so boring. We dropped the game, that is right. Wage quit on the second day. I haven't seen a game this unfun in a while. Even a coffee couldn't get me energetic about it. We will now reassess the schedule to finish up games and start new ones. So this is a good thing. That is right. Yet another game dropped by DSP. And then we get to the night stream, Minecraft, where DSP says in the chat, actually, I have a mod I want to install quickly. And it's a fishing mod, and how could this ever go wrong for DSP installing a mod? And DSP puts this out. Tonight's late stream is the return of Minecraft Chill. So please join me at 6:45 and support the stream. We'll have a lot to do, so see you then. Then of course, everyone's seen the clips of DSP failing at Mario Kart. But DSP says he's not struggling with Mario Kart. It's easy, he beat the campaign against bots. And he's not having a problem with it. In fact, he is doing very well in Mario Kart.
No, I'm not struggling with Mario Kart at all. I don't know where you're hearing your stuff besides idiots who put stuff out of context. Mario Kart is too easy. I beat the entire campaign of Mario Kart in one sitting, and playing online is very easy. The difference is in this game, Mario Kart World, because there's 24 players, constantly people get the god items. So constantly someone is big and runs you over. Then you get hit by lightning. Then they go infinite mushroom. So basically, if you get hit once, you're kind of boned. Like, there were races I'm in first place and I get hit with a blue shell and then I'm in last. And then what do? You're done. But no, it's not hard in any way, shape, or form. At all. It's a very fun game as long as you're not like ultra serious about it. I really like it. I love the knockout tour. I think it's very well executed.
And now DSP's gonna melt down because people are gonna call him out for failing over and over online in Mario Kart. And of course, DSP has to threaten the person in the most DSP way.
What are you talking about? Save us GTA. Could you stop fucking lying? He says, you didn't get a single podium finish. I won a race, and last night I had 2 third places. Could you shut the fuck up? If you're gonna sit here and lie, I'm gonna fucking slap you with my e-cock. You understand? You can't be saying that shit. You can't just blatantly lie in my chat like an idiot. Even last night, I had 2 third place finishes, so shut the fuck up. Stop lying. You're being a dick.
Then we had an Argentina member bomb. And of course, DSP has to crap all over it. But there is a twist to this one.
Joker War just gifted 10 memberships. Congrats to everyone who's getting a gifted membership right now on YouTube. Thank you, Joker War. Let's get you on the leaderboard. You're actually the biggest contributor of the day by a large margin.
And of course, he had to prove that he's real, so he sent a super chat in Argentina dollars. Greetings from Argentina. You are a crack DSP Gaming.
Well, Joker War has admitted that he's from Argentina, so those memberships don't count now, sadly. So he's using a VPN. So we erased that. We're right back to the $9 we were at in Joker War. Joker War gets eliminated. Actually, what is a 500 Argentinian super chat? I'm just curious. Let's see. I'm curious how much that is. Let's see. $0.42. 42 cents. What a joke. All right, ban that fucking plebeian. All right, there we go. He's banned. Cool. Well, whoever's getting these memberships, congrats and enjoy, but I don't get anything for them.
Now, the twist to this whole thing is that people went to his YouTube channel. And guess what, guys? He actually is from Argentina. So DSP legitimately banned a person from Argentina, mocked their currency, called them broke, and banned them. I wonder why you don't have more people supporting you, Phil. And if you're wondering, how did Minecraft do? Well, let's take a look and see how Minecraft is going for Darkside Phil.
Can we please get some support for Minecraft tonight? We've been playing for nearly an hour and we got $11.
And then remember the mod that he installed? Well, apparently it's a fishing mod. However, DSP has no idea if it works or how it works. Great content here, Phil. Because remember, he doesn't waste your time like other streamers. Then someone's going to call him out for his e-begging and how he has to ask people. He has to beg people.
Kuroto says, notice how people donate when you don't complain about not getting donations. Notice how I don't complain about not getting donations when I'm getting them. Actually, it's the opposite of what you're saying. because I don't want to ever bring it up. But if I don't, then it doesn't happen. Seriously, I mean it. I have to bring it up or else it doesn't happen. That's how it works.
And now, every single Minecraft stream is all about naming items, yelling at people for not supporting, and fishing. Oh, and by the way, naming stuff costs you $25, dude. However, there was a hero, a whale Mary, in guitar player with $100, anonymous with $41, and your future stepdad on Kick with $40. 94% of the goal was hit by these 3 people, and let's be honest, that's probably 1 or 2 people under sock accounts. And look at that, because one of his streams did not make the goal. The daily rap is now 11 minutes, where he says Mind's Eye flops hard. Imagine that. As soon as there's low support, it flops. Funny how that happens. And now Thursday, as we get closer and closer to the end of the week, let's see DSP break down mentally yet again. And he starts off the pre-stream saying that everyone was blown away how good he was driving with his steering wheel, which is absolutely hilarious. He was dog shit bad at driving with the wheel.
Sharp turn, but I got it.
Whoa, that was a crazy turn. You guys see that? Watch this.
Washington, there is a lot of rain, so I don't know why.
He didn't even slow down to go over. Like he just kept it 55 miles an hour. Just fucking like speed. Oh my god, bro.
But I'm okay. Almost lost control there for a second, but I'm okay.
Dude, for real? No fucking wonder. No fucking wonder this guy doesn't go on the highway in real life. He just fucking speeds around an on-ramp like a fucking psycho.
Tesla's developing, I don't know. I've never driven an electric car. I don't think I've ever even ridden in an electric car. I can't really comment. I would be pretty ignorant to
This
do
is
so.
crazy.
I don't know how they are.
This is how he drives and he hasn't killed anyone.
Allegedly, Smitty.
And then someone called out DSP for repeating the same things over and over that are being shown on screen. And DSP says he repeats things over and over for the impaired people that watch him and can't see the screen. He's been doing it for 17 years and people love it. Well, Phil, Super Blind Man is not there anymore, and people definitely do not love it. And then would you look at that? Out of nowhere, $71 from Anonymous. What a shock. The biggest whale ever, Anonymous. And DSP has decided Friday will be demo day. And he decided to play Hell Is Us, Neo 3, and a fishing game. And not only any fishing game, an 8-bit fishing game. I wonder why more people are not watching you, Phil. And now DSP is going to defend himself and say he knows what's good for the streams. He knows what games work and which games don't. And he's going to mention Kingdom Come Deliverance and Stellar Blade. And say he told people it's not going to work. Stop asking for it. When in reality, he never even gave those games a chance. He crapped over them at the very first moment and refused to even give them a chance. Even Stellar Blade, which people paid over $15,000, that is right, 100 goals at $150 each, and he didn't even give it a chance.
And then we have Hyperfixate, did a $2 super chat and said, since you already have Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, would you play that? No, I have zero interest in the game. I played it during a marathon. It was boring as shit. Again, maybe if you're into history, you're a history buff and you actually want to see medieval times simulated, you'll like the game. But, I gave it a shot and I thought it was boring as hell. I got 2 hours into it and I was still bored and didn't really care for it. So, no, I don't want to play it. I swear one day people will believe me when I say to people, hey, there's a style of game that I just don't like and I know I'm not going to enjoy it, so I'm going to skip it. And maybe one day someone will say, okay, Phil, we believe you. We trust you. We know you know what's best, so we're not going to bother you about it. We understand. Instead, it's like, oh, you're wrong. Oh, how dare you? Everyone likes this game. You would like it too. You're just an ignorant idiot. Play it, play it, play it, play it. And then I play it and everyone hates it. Happened with Stellar Blade. Happened with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I don't know what else to say. Some people just need to fucking trust me. Like, it's not going to work as a playthrough. It didn't work in the first 2 hours that I tried. It ain't going to work after.
So I love DSP's logic here. He knew Stellar Blade would not work. Yet, He told people at first, give me 200 goals at $150 each and I'll do a full playthrough. And nobody was really doing it. Nobody was donating. So he said, give me 100 goals at $150 and I'll do a full playthrough. He gets the 100 goals met, plays the demo, craps all over it and says, see, told you, it's not gonna work. It's gone. Bye. What a scammer. And then he was getting angry at Liza P DLC, which by the way is linear. I beat this whole thing. There is nothing to miss. Everything is right in front of you. But he keeps getting lost at one part and says he doesn't have time to figure this out. He's 43 years old. It's almost, Phil, like it's your job to know this. And it's almost like you have like 8 hours a day to figure out video game stuff. But who am I? I'm not a big brain with a business degree. And DSP said during the stream that people were trying to impersonate him and trying to scam people for money and bitcoins. And someone said they donated $15 to DSP on Streamlabs, and this was DSP's response.
I don't have any donations through Streamlabs. I don't know what you're talking about. You said you donated 15 and you sent it to someone's Streamlabs. It wasn't me because I don't have a Streamlabs. I have tips through PayPal, super chats, super stickers, and memberships through YouTube, and subs on Kick. I don't have Streamlabs.
And of course, the reason why he doesn't have Streamlabs or Stream Elements is because he got banned on both of them. But this person continues. There's a DSP Gaming on Streamlabs. Are you telling me that person is fake?
There's a DSP Gaming on Streamlabs. You're telling me that person is fake? Yes. I don't have any Streamlabs. All my stuff is right here on my stream right now. So if you send something to someone on Streamlabs named DSP Gaming, it's not me. Try to get a refund.
And now it's time to see DSP absolutely fail in Liza P DLC. And man oh man, he is absolutely brain dead. The gin has rotted the brain. He is all over the place, but it is hilarious watching it.
The Rose Estate was my original destination. Many notable people fled there due to the petrification disease. Not to boast, but I am a rather famous merchant. I had received an invitation to the estate, and I was on my way there when I became engulfed by chaos. I should make my way to the estate, but my back pain...
Lose some weight. That's what I did.
Rescued me, and it was an honor. Though I'd wish she'd been gentler. I cannot sit or lie down. Oh, do you know how terribly inconvenient that is?
Who's got a herniated disc like I had? That's exactly the problems I had, actually. We've been in here and did all of this, so I don't know what they want me to do. Here's for the door by the merry-go-round. There's no door by the merry-go-round. We were just there. There's no door by the merry-go-round. I don't know what you're talking about.
10 hours later.
I just wasted 30 minutes running in a circle because the game's bad design. It's fucking pathetic. Can't figure out in 2025 how to design a fucking game yet? You only have thousands upon thousands of examples. We already dropped down from the wooden platform. We already got the key. That's where you get the key. But that's not where there's a door. There is no fucking door over there. We were just at the merry-go-round. There's no door at all. It's all blocked off. There's the Ferris wheel, which you drop onto wood, and on there is where you get the key. And then you're in the merry-go-round, but there's no door. All I want to do is play the game. All I want to do is play the game and have a good time, but this is what they make me do instead. Like I said, awful game design. It really is. No one wants to waste fucking time going in circles looking for a mysterious door that doesn't exist or is so hidden and cryptic you can't fucking just find it. It's dumb as shit. But here I am. I already did this. I dropped down here. That's where the key was. It was right there. So now where do I go? All I can do is go onto this. Okay, so I killed them. There's nothing to do here. We already got the item that was here. There's no door. You can't go to any door because it's all blocked. As you can see, it's all blocked off. You can't drop down anywhere here. Okay. The only place you can drop is off the front, which gets you back to the front of the merry-go-round where we already were. There's no fucking door here. Look, none of these doors open. They're all blocked. I mean, it's getting to the point where I think I might have to become a game designer. I have to save the world from this awful garbage. How do you not know to make the platform visible?
Oh, if it isn't a stalker. Play acting the hero who saves the world, huh?
There we go, can't move. Gotta love the stun lock. I assume this is where I'm supposed to go once I clear this out. You go there. Can't move, can't move, can't move, can't move. Still can't fucking move. Can't move. Unbelievable. Look what happened. They literally just walked up and pinned me to the wall. Can't move, can't attack. This is so fucking stupid. I told you, what's the problem with the game? The walls. The way they made the walls in the game is fucked up because you get stuck and you bounce off of them, but the enemies don't. So you die a million times to nonsense that's not actually supposed to be tough. It's not intended to be that way. It's their game design is flawed. That was completely fucking stupid. Now I gotta do this again. By the way, what's up, Casanova? This is bullshit. It wasted my time. I don't want to fucking do the whole thing again because the game design is flawed. Idiotic. I was like, do I want to fight all these guys again? Of course I don't. It's fucking boring. I keep doing it over and over. But the game design is flawed. Don't make me get caught on every wall and bounce off every wall. Make it fun. Can't move. Again, I'm stun locked. What the fuck? Like he fell off the ceiling, he didn't attack. Why am I stunned again? Stop stun locking me. Every possible moment, stun locked by something. I just hit the wall, so I can't attack him, but he can attack me endlessly. Again, I hit the fucking wall. Dude, I had enough. I've had enough of hitting the fucking wall. Look at this. He could still attack. What the fuck is wrong with this game? Stop with the bullshit. Here we go. Stun locked. I'm stun locked again. Endless stun. I still can't move. Stun locked. Dude, you can't do anything. Everything you do gets stun locked. This is insanely stupid. Unbelievable. It's sad to say, but they just didn't test it. They didn't test this part to see that you could get infinitely stun locked by wimpy enemies. And they probably didn't care. It's so fucking lame. Yes, the weakest enemies are stun locking me. Things that die at 2 hits. Yeah, made it. Oh no!
And now, another example, possibly, that Cat is not there anymore. DSP fixed turkey burgers. He bought them, froze them now, instead of ground turkey, and DSP cooked them. So if she's still there, what exactly is she doing besides playing Skyrim? And DSP said, this is not the last stream of Expedition 33, as in the summertime, he's gonna do more streams of just side content. Yes, that is right, he's gonna beat the game, then do entire streams of side quests. He says he needs it for the end of the year awards. But Phil, what about all the other games you dropped and said, nope, I'm done, it's over, I beat the game, I'm not doing side quests, I'm not continuing, blah blah blah. Yet this game in particular, you need for your end of year awards. Then we have that being said with some DSP logic. Philip just said he couldn't finish his turkey burger today because it was 1/3 pound pre-made burger. Too big. He then said he usually eats 1/4 pound burgers. The difference between those two burgers is 1/12 of a pound or 1.33 ounces. DSP is a bitch. And DSP still begging people, please, we gotta hit the goal. Please, please, dude. I gotta be success. Please, dude. But the money's still not coming in for Expedition 33. And now DSP is gonna crash out over support of Expedition 33. And he needs you to support this, dude. And he's gonna guilt trip people. And he's gonna use his cult mentality tactics to pressure people. Come on, guys. Let's go. Let's get momentum. Let's get some support, dudes.
Well, that's that for now. Like I said, I would like to return to it at a future date. But what can you do? Alright? Alright, that is it for Claire Obscure. We have wrapped it up. And, I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. It's a shame we got 20 bucks of support yet again for the game. That's why, that's it. I can't keep doing streams. I have to do stuff. People are going to show up for it and support. It's a business as well as a hobby. You get that, right? Like, it is what I love, but it also is my job. So, it'd be like, if you have a job, let's put it this way. Let's say you have an office job, right? And there's one part of your office job you absolutely love doing. But you can't do it all the time. You're outright told by your bosses, that's not what we need you to do all the time. Sometimes that's good, but if you just do that one thing all day, that's not getting the whole job done. You still gotta do this and this and this and this. You have to stop doing what you like and do the other parts of your job. And that's how I have to take this, you know? I did tough through it, and I accepted that there were gonna be nights, like tonight, where no one was really gonna support, and I kinda swallowed it. You know what I'm saying? And I said, well, it is what it is. I tried to pull out all the stops. I made offers for badges. I did everything. Sometimes
life is life, que sera, sera, right?
But, like I said, I'll leave it installed. I think we'll probably one day go back to it, especially if maybe there's a situation where there's like a crazy good week or something, and already things are doing so well, and I got a free night, and I'm like, you know what? Let's just pop open Claire Obscure tonight. Let's fly around and let's explore the optional content, right? Let's do that. I would hope that there will be times like that this year. There certainly have been, and there hopefully will be in the future, where it won't be a big deal to take a night or, every once in a while in a random week and not have to worry about, oh, am I getting support tonight, right? Alright, well, folks, that's it for Claire Obscure.
But DSP wasn't done yet. Every time support is low, what he'll do is, he'll run the slideshow, hoping for a whale Mary. However, it never came. And after 10 plus minutes, he shut it off. And Expedition 33 only got $28. So you know what happens when he misses one of the streams. Look at that 11-minute daily rap about money, yeah. And now we get to Friday, the last day of the week for DSP. Let's see how the week ended for the ultimate douchebag Darkside Phil. So he starts off by saying that the do or die stream for Blueprints worked out well, which means next week he's gonna do another stream of Blueprints. What exciting content, Phil. And then the whole point of having goals rather than streaks was to make sure there was no pressure. People could support however they wanted, and he's not gonna get on people. Of course, what DSP did is he combined everything together and then just begged extra hard. As seen in this clip here, DSP's gonna beg like a bitch because you are not giving him enough money.
Guys, this is the final day of the week, all right? This week has been up and down and all around. We started off the week slow. Then we had a bunch of great streams with giant amounts of support. Then we sputtered with Mind's Eye, which sucked. And then last night, on the conclusion of Clair Obscur, I once again had one of the slowest streams I've had in years. I'm happy that the games that you guys don't like are behind us. You know what I mean? Like Clair Obscur, it's over, all right? We can move on to other stuff you guys want to see. I hope you guys will now support the streams today on this demo day. If you like what we're doing here and the fact that I'm giving you control over what demos we play, you like the variety, please support today's stream. Let's hit a goal. We're at 14 out of 20 goals hit, all right? Was hoping to be way closer because I wanted to do DSP Tries It Mod Pizza either on Monday or Tuesday of next week. But it's okay if we don't. I just need to kind of know exactly when we're going to do it. You know, for me, I got to go grocery shopping and stuff and figure out, gee, how many meals and how many stuff for the week and plan that out. Right now, being at 14 out of 20, it's kind of up in the air. I don't know if we would even make it for a Monday or Tuesday DSP Tries It, maybe later in the week, right?
And DSP, yet again, complaining his audience doesn't allow him to play games he likes and says he has to play games that pay the bills. But remember, dudes, it's all about passion. And he's a lifelong gamer. He loves gaming, dude. Then DSP says something very interesting. He said there's a group of people that support him behind the scenes, and then gives an example that people are becoming members while watching the on-demand videos. So DSP is getting this behind-the-scenes support, but he's still begging like a bitch on stream. And of course, the behind-the-scenes support is probably OIC asking for like feet pics and stuff. And remember, he's a recovered alcoholic, dude. However, he says he has to go to a liquor store to stock up on booze for his driving game streams because he is low. Tell me you're an alcoholic without telling me you're an alcoholic. And then DSP said he has to leave his stream to explain his schedule to his wife and tell her when his break is. Can you imagine living with Darkside Phil, marrying Darkside Phil, and every day you get your own personal pre-stream schedule talk? What the hell that would be. And then DSP has said this in the past. He wants to buy Magic the Gathering cards that are Final Fantasy themed just to unbox them. So imagine the WWE cards that he opened up on stream for money. He wants to do the same thing, but with Magic the Gathering cards. He's not going to play Magic the Gathering. He's not going to put them on display. He just wants to open them for content. And then he tried out the demos. And one of them said specifically, they're not going to tell the person where to go, what to do, no GPS, no waypoints. You're supposed to explore. And of course, DSP exploded on that, called them fucking morons for not giving them yellow paint, for not telling them what to do, for not telling them where to go, and what the objectives were. Then as soon as he understands the mechanics of Hell Is Us, he said he'll probably quit the demo now that he understands how to play the game. So you're telling me you finally understand how to play the game and you're like, okay, that's it, I'm done, I understand it now. That makes no sense at all. Then also said he doesn't want to play too much of a demo because he doesn't want to spoil what else the game offers, saying he doesn't want to replay the demo parts in the full game. And DSP once again wants to play another fishing game, an 8-bit fishing game. Not only that, he also wants to drink on the fishing streams. You can see his addiction spiraling out of control. And I can see in the future where he drinks on every single stream. I mean, we already know he does, but I mean out in the open. And then DSP played a point and click game, and he tried to combine a drinking glass and a wrench. Then we have G.I. Joe Winters. I wanted to send you a big tip last week when I had a lot of cash on hand, but I didn't want to support Clair Obscura or Blueprints. And of course, DSP was not happy with this because he said, you could have supported any other time. That money's mine, dude.
We shall see. Okay? By the way, G.I. Joe Winters did a $5 Australian super chat, which is around like $3.75, something like that. He said, I want to send you a big tip last week when I had a lot of cash, but I didn't want to support Clair Obscura Blueprints. Well, then you could have tipped when I played fighting games. You could have tipped when I played Mario Kart during the premiere. You could have tipped when I played American Truck Sim. I mean, there was a million other games I played. So I'm appreciative of this super chat, but it's pretty obvious that you're full of it. I don't play 2 games. I play way more than that. So definitely, if you didn't like one game, you could have come back and when I was doing another one you liked. But thank you for the tip now. I appreciate it. Okay.
A few inches later.
So hopefully it resonates again this week. Okay? All right. Enjoy the break. See you tonight for Friday Night Fights, everyone. Thanks for a great stream. See you later. Cool. And by the way, Kyle, I didn't bitch out G.I. Joe Winters. The fact that you're saying that in chat means that you're an idiot. I'm going to be honest. You're an idiot. I literally didn't bitch him out. He said something that's factually untrue. He's acting like I played 2 games only. I said, no, that what you're saying is wrong. You could have come back during another stream. You saying this means that basically you are the one who's trying to stir up negativity in the chat, not me. I didn't bitch out anyone. You're the problem. Get it? When you come in here with that kind of one-sided negative vibe, you're the problem. So I think you should change your attitude. Okay. I will see you all tonight for Friday Night Fights. Peace out and see you then.
Then we have this from Justin. Keep doing you, Phil. Most resilient person I've ever seen. Not perfect, but he seemed like a good guy and handled the circumstances better than I would. Well, you must be a huge bitch then, Justin. And of course, the demo stream did not hit the goal. And guess what, guys? We got 10 minutes of OT. But guess what, guys? He never hit the goal. So sad, so sad. Then DSP puts this out. Fighting games return tonight for Friday Night Fights. Let's get support for the classic fighters to end the week strong. And DSP being the ultimate consumer, he just consumes and consumes, spending more money than anyone should. He has now bought the PS5 version of Capcom vs SNK 2 because he believes there's gonna be more players tonight. It's like Street Fighter 6 all over again. And then he also said, speaking of Street Fighter, Elena, he's not interested in. But Sagat, hell yeah. Gotta get that sweaty bald buff man in. Okay, so let's take a look and see how Capcom vs SNK 2 went for DSP.
Everyone, I do need your help tonight. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna mince words. I need support tonight on this stream. Many streams this week we did not hit the goal. What's hilarious is that Super Bonchan says we're smurfing tonight, boys. You do realize that anytime I play this game, I'm smurfing because I'm much better than 99% of the people who actually play it. You understand that, right? Like there's maybe a tiny group of maybe like 100, 150 people on this planet who are playing this who actually are decent. And I'm one of them. Anyone else I play, I'm just, you know what I mean? There's no smurfing when everyone out there is worse than you. You can't do jab, which is ridiculous. You can't combo the jab into anything, I don't think. There's the cross up, but I gotta learn the timing. Oh, I can't get low kick after it. Oh, I just want low kick combo. I can't get it. See? I can't even get a jab after it. If I could throw, but I'm not sure. I want to do a combo. Come on, everyone. Support the stream. We didn't even hit 50 yet. Let's get to 50 bucks. Oh, we did. We did max at 50 bucks. I wasn't paying attention. Let's get to 100. We need to hit this goal tonight. Come on.
And also, DSP declared he wants the modern FGC to shit-talk each other and stop being quote-unquote pussies. Now, I want to bring you back to last week. He blocked top-tier rated Brian because he trash-talked him. And DSP blocked him like a pussy. And then, of course, whenever fighting games are on, that is the retard signal alert for Jax Raxter. And look at that $69 super chat. Phil, the ultimate scrub farmer. This one time, I will rescue the stream, folks. And he also did a $25 tip. And of course, 95% of the stream was Jax Raxter. And look at that, one stream didn't make the goal. And a 10-minute daily wrap. What a huge success DSP Gaming is. And look at that. Top super chat, Jax Raxter, $69. Top tip, Jax Raxter, $25. Imagine if Jack Raxter got hit by a bus, or for some reason didn't like fighting games anymore. Phil, you would be fucked. And look at that. DSP potentially spending $420 in WWE Champions. And this is what happens when his money is low, he freaks out. And this is his vice, among other things, to deal with the stress, is to spend more money in WWE Champions. And that's how the week ended. If you guys like that, click that like, share the video, leave a comment below, hit subscribe to my other channels on the details of the end cards. And as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.